Good morning. It's Friday morning, and today we are going to do Psalm 74. I'm going to read verses 1 through 11, and then we'll talk about the rest of it. O God, why do you cast us off forever? Why does your anger smoke against the sheep of your pasture? Remember your congregation which you have purchased of old, which you have redeemed to be the tribe of your heritage. Remember Mount Zion where you have dwelt. Direct your steps to the perpetual ruins. The enemy has destroyed everything in the sanctuary. Your foes have roared in the midst of your meeting place. They set up their own signs for signs. They were like those who swing axes in a forest of trees, and all its carved wood they broke down with hatchets and hammers. They set your sanctuary on fire. They profaned the dwelling place of your name, bringing it down to the ground. They said to themselves, "We will utterly subdue them." They burned all the meeting places of God in the land. We do not see our signs. There is no longer any prophet. There is none among us who knows how long. How long, O God, is the foe to scoff? Is the enemy to revile your name forever? Why do you hold back your hand, your right hand? Take it from the fold of your garment and destroy them. So that's got some interesting pieces to it. It's a lament psalm, lamenting God's inaction as his foes burn down the tabernacle and destroy all the places in the land where people meet and destroy all the things that they have created to be a part of the sanctuary. Just like if you went in a church and took a big sledgehammer and tore apart all the fancy woodwork on the pews and the stained glass windows and the pulpit, just destroyed the inner stuff of a church. That's the enemies have destroyed the inner stuff of the meeting places. So that's one complaint. Then he says, how long, Lord God, do we have to wait? How long is it going to be before you act? And that's a good question. That's always the people's question. That's the question that Habakkuk asks. How long, O Lord, do we have to put up with this? When are you going to act? And God's answer is, be patient. That's always been the question for the Jews all the way through history. How long do we have to put up with all these, these Christians who want to kill us? How long do we have to put up with these Nazis? How long do we have to live in Auschwitz? How long, oh God, when are you going to come and rescue us? So there's a good question. That's one question. When are you going to act? When are you going to send us another prophet? When? And then the second half of the psalm, yet God my King is from old, working salvation in the midst of the earth, and all these things that God has done. And so ends up calling on God again, come down and take care of these enemies. Come down here and fix all of this. Well, we Christians would say, well, God did. He came in the person of Jesus Christ and provided a salvation for us, not physical salvation. I mean, he doesn't come and make us all happy and wealthy and cure all the world's ills. He leaves that to us to manage. But he comes down and says, you'll be my people and you will live with me and I will adopt you as my children. And then he acts through Jesus to make all of that effective. So it does happen. It just comes in a different way than people expected, than we expect, and it comes in it comes in a form we didn't expect. We expect some sort of person to come and rescue us and fight for us and be our guy, and instead we get this crucified Messiah who doesn't really act like a Messiah, and then gets crucified and dies and then rises from the dead, and that of course is the whole difference. But so how long do we have to wait? Well, God's answer to Habakkuk is just be patient. Write it big so that even a runner can read it, he says, but the answer is just wait. You will see. You will see what I will do. And so as we wait to see what God will do in these days and these times, we just wait. And we have patience and humility, and we wait. So do that today. Have a great day. We will see you tomorrow morning.